Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I've been replacing front and the rear brakes into the perforated style, which is a drilled brake rotors, because they've been constantly warping on a long road. Like I'm talking about a 1,000 miles trip in one day, because this car comes with an active brake system, which is applying brakes for you. You don't even notice that, how often it's doing that. I mean, during the rain, when you're going downhill on the curves. So sometimes you don't even have to push the pedal, especially on the active cruise control. It's doing everything automatically for instead of you, for the safety purposes. And that's why the brakes were the brake discs were experience constant overheating. But after I installed the new style of brakes on the front and rear, there was no more warping. But as you can see, this brake rotor has a little grooves, which is not that bad. When I'm touching with my finger, I barely feel it. So I am not worried about this driver side. It's, I would say, perfect after almost 8,000 miles. But on the other side, I can see pretty big groove right here. It's like when I'm touching with my finger, it's almost like a ½ millimeter, which is pretty noticeable, even visually and on the touch. And that's because the brake pads, the material it's made from, those particular brake pads are made of ceramic, and they have little imperfection in their material, how it's manufactured. So that's, I guess you cannot predict or avoid that, let's say that. So I know that there was a little, let's say, stone in that mixture of material, and that's why it was making this such a groove. But I'm going to correct this before it's not too late. I have this fine stone for sharpening knives, and so what I did, I basically shaved that stone gently, doing like this. And I'm going to do exactly same with the brake disc. I'm going to touch it like this and make it more smooth, so it will be better visually and much smoother on touch. So for this purpose, I raise my vehicle on all four wheels off the ground. I'm going to use a hook to hook up my to hang my brake caliper to be away from the rotor, and I'm going to put my car on a drive and let it spin on the idle, well, not on the idle, but I mean on the drive, and touch with the stone gently this brake disc with the finest side, which is a blue in my case, and hopefully it's going to shave off that groove, and there will be no more grooving, hopefully. Otherwise I might have to think about replacing brake rotors, brake pads, or maybe go with a different brand in the future, because this is a ATE brand, which is well, no, actually, no, I'm mistaken. TRW, I'm sorry, this is a TRW brand made in Mexico. I remember well. I bought full set of front and rear brake pads. Well, I've been happy with the performance. There was no problem of any kind of dust, creating any dust or making any noise, nothing like that. But this is the first time I noticed about this groove, and I'll try to correct it before it's too late. Well, if it's too late, well, I know this is not my fault, and this is not the caliper fault. Everything is lubricated. There is no problem with that, and yeah, it's just the mixture of the material, how it's made. I guess it cannot be perfect. Okay, stay tuned, I'll show you the final result. Yeah, I forgot to mention, before you're going to, or I'm going to start my car and put on a drive, I have to spread the brake pads, put some kind of wooden block in between, and only then I'll be able to press a brake pedal and put on a drive. Because as soon as you press the brake pedal, the brake pedal is going to push out the cylinder, the brake caliper piston, and that is going to compress those two, get those two brake pads together. So that's why you better put a wooden block. And usually I am compressing piston with this kind of a basic tool, but I am removing brake pad first, compressing piston, and then put it back, and only then I'll be able to have enough gap for the wooden block. And now I can hang my brake caliper into the front strut. Now my car is idling on a drive gear. The rear wheel is spinning, the front left is not spinning, but front right is supposed to spin because it's an all-wheel drive. And now I'm just going to use this stone and gently applying against the brake rotor. Now I might use a little bit of water just to make this work easy for the stone and the metal, and we'll see the final result. This is a very fine stone. It says number 800. Now after I am done, I just wanted to show you a result. Maybe some of you will say, well man, this looks even worse than before. There's more grooves. Well, this is just a visual. On the touch of a finger it's perfect, except this one that was existed already from that imperfection of the brake pad. Obviously I cannot achieve the same perfect result as if you would put a brake rotor on a lathe machine, but hey, nobody's going to do that around, because the brake rotor cost itself like 75 bucks, and if somebody like a professional would take this type of a job of resurfacing drilled brake rotor, they would charge you probably more than 70 bucks, so it's not even worth it. My goal was just to resurface and remove some of the glaze from the rotor, and hopefully after I shaved off that imperfection from the brake pad, it's going to be better in the future, and that existed groove will not be visible anymore. If it's going to be a repeated issue on the other side or any other wheel, I will be considering about purchasing different brand of ceramic brake pads in the future. So because this one is a TRW, maybe it's not the best quality, we'll see. Maybe I will go with Akebono or ATE next time, we'll see. But for now I'm happy with the result. I'm going to clean it with rubbing alcohol, make it shiny again, and put everything back in place. I hope that was helpful for somebody, how you can do basic resurfacing of the brake rotor if it's not too late, like in my case. I hope it's not too late. Well, God bless you guys, God bless Canada, God bless United States, and God bless Ukraine. Bye.